Welcome to week 17 of TOL. Nothing sets the tone like Thunderstruck, and this league is going out on all cylinders this week. It's been incredible watching all of these games, all of these playoff implications, not just who's in and who's out, but who's got seeding, who's got all of this. It's just been a roller coaster, and this week has been packed with upsets on top of it. I am just so jacked I can barely think straight. This is so great. And there's a lot of these games that have very complicated, bizarre playoff implications. If this team wins by this many points and this team and that, but this game, forget it. We got the Mongolian Mongoose against the Fast and the Furious, and it's simple. The Mongoose win, they're in, period. Nothing else to worry about. Win and you're in. If they lose, they could still make it, but it gets difficult and complicated. So if you're a Mongoose fan, you're not even thinking about that. You're thinking win. And they're going against the Fast and the Furious, who are not the greatest team, but definitely enough there to pull off this upset and play spoiler. They're not terrible. They're not the greatest, but they're not terrible. So they could do this. So let's get into this game here and see that. Oh, Dylan Nurses, who's been back and forth on the injury wire, is back. Dakard Shaw is also back. So starting running backs for both teams are here. And I'm just excited. Like, I don't have, any stake in this game necessarily. It's not even in my conference, but it's just exciting. So MON Wk Zobian here, getting ready to kick off. And here we go. Shaw back for the kick return. And solid return out to the 20. Boswell. So I guess, what's his name? Oh, going deep to Pierce. Pierce is busting it. Pierce with a big gain. And Toretto, I guess the Vin Diesel character, he's out. Paul Walker is healthy and looked healthy and strong on that first pass going across the middle of Shaw. Completion. Oh, missed dives. Takes it south. Could he go? They catch him, but two big pass plays right off the bat. And could the upset streak continue into this final week, folks? Shaw's looking at the edge. He's got it. Touchdown. Wow. Like shit through a mongoose. The Fast and the Furious drive right down the field, and that could be a bad sign. This could just be one of those games where the Mongoose aren't ready, and the punchers and some other teams are getting real excited watching this game. And obviously, the win is the most important thing here, but points could come into play if they lose. So, Dylan Nurses makes a couple moves. I thought he was going to shake that guy, but not quite. Now we got 1st and 10. Cruciata drops back. Oh, Gab was open. Just overthrew Gab slightly. And now we got 2nd and 10. And going deep to Eric. Eric's got some speed, too. Brings it down to the 15. Nice throw. Nice catch. And now we got 1st and 10. Oh, holds the ball a little too long. Oh, Roman Reigns spears him. The tribal chief. Ooh, almost picked off. A leaping attempt at an interception. Now we got 3rd and 19. Fakes the handoff, that running back. Oh, fumble! Uh-oh, Fast and Furious. Oh, boy. And the Mongoose have got to be nervous here. They looked good to open that drive, but now they've... interception! Brings it right back. Shea with possibly the play of the season for the Mongoose here. They were just... The pressure was mounting, and they needed a big play. Dylan Nurses is the one offensively to make big plays. He gets that sideline. They're not going to get him. Dylan Nurses carries this team back on his shoulder once again. Cruciata doesn't really deserve a lot of credit for that. That was an easy pass. He stinks. But just like that, the game is tied. Whew. I'm already out of breath. Great kick here by Zobian. And it did not look good there for the Mongeese. I mean, the Fast and Furious were all fired up after the turnover, but they get it back. Walker, though, he's got time. Dumps it down to Lou. And they do catch him, but another nice game. The Mongeese defense is going to have to step up. They have to start making plays here. They cannot let the Fast and Furious go wild on them. The one interception was obviously their one big play, but consistently the Furious are pushing the ball down the field. He's got somebody open across the middle. Shaw again. Seems to be open on that one every time. And I thought of this as more of a running team with Vin Diesel and Statham in the backfield, but there's a run. And I guess maybe, though, with Vin Diesel's injury, they've decided to focus on the pass because it's been a lot of passing today, and it's working. Shaw catches it in stride, another first down. And somebody's got to get these guys fired up on this defense. Lou catches it in traffic. And the Mongeese are really sweating it here. Keeping them to just a field goal would still be huge in multiple levels. Going across the middle to Shaw. That play is just open every time. Touchdown, Fast and Furious. Descartes Shaw from Paul Walker. And the defensive coordinator's got to make an adjustment. They've got to get somebody manned up on Shaw because he's catching the ball everywhere. It's now 14-7. The ball is back in the hands of the best playmaker for the Mongeese. Gets blocks, and here we go. We've got the sideline again. Could he do it again? Busts a tackle. Oh, that brings it down to the 20. Dylan Nurse is just going to carry this team. If anybody's going to will this team into the playoffs, it's going to be Dylan Nurse's, folks. Gab catches this one. A little bit short, but still a nice gain. Dylan Nurses again down the south. Again, busted touchdown! Dylan Nurses with all the pressure in the world, with the entire season, the entire fan base gasping for air, clutching to hope. Dylan Nurses looks them all in the eye and says, I got this. I've got this. And you got to think if he hadn't suffered multiple injuries this year, that the Monkees would probably already be secured their playoff spot, but it's better late than never. You know, nothing wrong with being the cavalry that comes and saves the day just in time. But as well as Dylan Nurses is playing, as well, busts the tackle. As well as Dylan Nurses is playing, they are not going to, they are not built for a track meet. They are not going to be able to score touchdowns every drive. So they've got to get some stops. Shaw, again, is just killing them. The Meg. He's been the Meg today. His flea flicker. Shaw again open. Again busting it. Brings it down to about the 17. And the Fast and the Furious, I mean, they look like a playoff team to me right now, I'll tell you. I know that they... Shaw with the rare drop. These guys look pretty good to me. Walker's got Lou wide open. Touchdown! Fast and the Furious. Lou. And, man, if Dylan Nurses took a sense of relief from the work he did on that last drive, he knows he's got to put that aside and get right back to work. Because it doesn't look like the Mongeese defense is going to be stopping them too much today. So here he goes. Another busted tackle. Another great move. Dylan Nurses! I think this low guy's going to catch him. It's going to depend on a dive. He misses the dive. Touchdown, Dylan Nurses! What a fucking game by this guy. I am just fucking fired up. I mean, this guy, forget it. If I do the All Jinx team, this guy's your first team running back. I just love this dude. Dylan Nurses is just on fire. He is going to will this team to win. I can just see it. Defense is probably going to need another turnover at some point. 1st and 10. Another flea flicker here. Shaw open again. 1st and 10, 2 minutes, 11 seconds. Plenty of time for them to score here. Open again across the middle. It's the Lou and Shaw show. Lou wide open, just completely wide open. 1:47 left. The Monkeys really have got to keep him out of the end zone. Shaw, 2 divers right next to him, just can't quite get there. 1:23. They're just out of the red zone here, so a run up the middle to Boswell, picks up a couple. 2nd and 5. Walker drops back. Oh, the big sack! Miles Morales. That's the kind of play they needed. They needed somebody on defense to step up and make a play. Now can they hold him on 3rd and 15? Boswell makes the catch, but they do get the hold. 4th and 3. This is a field goal attempt. It's low, but it's still probably good. He missed it! He missed it. There it is, folks. There's the break that the Mongeese needed. 1st and 10. One big play. They still could put some points on the board here. Crucial's got Dylan Nurses. Oh, the way he's been playing today, I thought he was going to come down with that one. I knew that safety was there, but I really thought he was going to come up with it. Dylan Nurses takes the bottom. No way is he going to bust this, is he? Misdive. What's this guy going to do? What's this guy going to do? What's this guy going to do? Shoots him! Dylan Nurses! Oh my God, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. That's got to be the best half any player has had this season. I think probably somebody had a few more yards technically, but A, did they do it in such clutch situations? And B, did they do the special teams contributions that Dylan Nurses is doing? I mean, I just blowed away. This guy's one of my favorite players in the league. This is freaking great. Oh, man. I mean, I know the defense did step up there at the end, but it feels like it's just a one-man effort right now. And at this point, you should probably just kick the ball out of bounds. If you're the Fast and the Furious. Oh, they do bring him down. 1st and 10. Why not, right? Why not go right back to that play? Oh, again, gets past that safety. His job is to rotate over and get him. Misdives everywhere. Fucking touchdown. Oh, man. Dylan Nurses. Wow. I mean, everybody's got to be afraid to play this team in the playoffs now, right? I mean, if Dylan Nurses can keep this condition, I mean, they look scary as hell, even with the suspect defense. I mean, you better hope that safety can rotate over on that run jet there and cut him off before he breaks it big time. I hope you paid your safety. Oh, Shaw. Man, this game just looked so good for the Fast and the Furious early on, but now it seems to be going all... Did they just leave Shaw in as the kick returner? That's what it looked like. Maybe I missed something. Now the defense is stepping up, so there's a lot of positive energy building on the Mongeese sideline, and you can see that, they're... Oh, man, Hector, yikes. Not going to pick up a lot of yards with that runner. And you can just see the energy is just moving in that direction. Pierce is going to come down with this one, but it's not going to be enough. They're going to be forced to punt. Down 2 touchdowns. And this game is far, far, far from over. So let's, it's not time to start celebrating for the Mongeese by any stretch, but they can probably feel good, at least, about where the game stands as of now. Long way to go, folks. 1st and 10. Got the ball to 19. Incomplete pass. I guess he was just throwing that one away. Who knows? Nurses again going down. Oh, the safety's over to rotate over that time. He got held up a little bit there by the blocker. Still only holding Nurses to about 15 seems like a win for the Fast and the Furious at this point. She got to dump down to Charmart. Doesn't exactly pack a lot of wheels. 1st and 10. Gab with a nice catch. Nice throw by Cruciata across the middle. Ho, ho, ho. Dives right down at the 2-yard line. And they give it to, no surprise, Dylan Nurses, who's just racking up touchdowns today. And, you know, it seems like now they've got him doubled up. It seems like the Mongeese are in a really good spot here. But I got to give Fast and Furious team credit. It looks like a good team, and those guys really did come out to play today. Despite having, yeah, look at what this is another glitch. Shaw is back here to return the kick. That's what I thought when they did the subs. But he's not in on the offense. I have never seen that before. Bobby, are you rigging this again? I'm like kind of blown away. It seems like the last 4 or 5 weeks we're seeing a bunch of different things I've never seen before. We saw somebody do a diving block on like a run play. Somebody was trying to run in the end zone and one of his fellow teammates dove to take out the defender who was chasing him. And on an interception, we saw somebody tackle their own player. Now we've got Shaw, who's drops the pass to Boswell. Now we've got Shaw, who's too injured to play running back, but healthy enough to return kicks. And here's the punt. I think I probably would have just gone for it. The punchers were certainly hoping that they would. All right, 1st and 10 from the 20 here. Dylan runs up the middle for very little. Doesn't matter. He doesn't have to do another thing today. He saved this team when they were staring at the abyss. I mean, it seems silly now, but sometimes Tigo Leo, whoever that is, with a sack. But when they were staring down the abyss and the Fast and Furious had all the momentum, let's not forget what Dylan Nurses did for this team. Pierce now back for the punt return. First and 10. Walker looking around. Incomplete pass. First and 10. So I think that this Monkees team is going to play. I haven't looked at exactly how the seeding is going to break down, so I shouldn't say anything. Lou, who's had a big game for him, with a nice catch, brings it down to the 15. But I think this is going to put the Monkees in at the 6th seed. Pierce with a touchdown. Roman Pierce. Now they're only down 2 touchdowns, so maybe I shouldn't be talking about the seeds quite yet. I mean, I like where the Monkees are sitting here, but, turnover here, onside kick there, and could still pull this one out. And Charmart with a big recovery. Cruciato's going back to work here. He's throwing it to Devaney. Caught in traffic. Wow. Man, I thought that might be the big turnover the Fast and Furious needed when that safety was waiting for it, but Devaney makes a nice catch in traffic. Oh, incomplete to Charmart. 2nd and 10. Dylan Nurses. Why not tack on another touchdown if you're Dylan Nurses? Has he had all of them today? He might not have gotten the first one, but then again, he might have. Does he have 7 touchdowns today? Is that possible? I wonder what the record is for a game between special teams and running the ball. I can't remember at first. I think it's 6. I think it's 6 touchdowns for him today. earlier today I said I didn't know if they were designed to compete in a track meet type game, and they've put up 49 points. So shows you what I know. Boswell picks up 5. 2nd and 5. Got Boswell open up top. Nice jumping catch by Boswell. And the defense is struggling to catch up with him here. They do catch him down eventually, about the 47. Fast and furious, still moving the ball down the field. Hector! Ooh, maybe somebody could do like a Greek god. Oh, interception. Shea with his 2nd interception of the game. Big season for Shea in general. Those safety Pro Bowl spots are hard to come by, but could be in line for a possible Pro Bowl bid because Shea's had a pretty good year. And I know I mentioned this before last time I called these guys, but I appreciate that the Nurses team has switched up the first and last name convention so that it's easier to tell which Nurses is which. So thank you for that. I'm glad that we know that it's actually Dylan Nurses when he totes the rock, so to speak. Oh, diving sack by Roman Reigns. The head of the table. The tribal chief. It's looking like it's his last game of the season. Pierce back. Gets that sideline. Nice little return there. So big stories earlier this week. So both the Austrian Oaks and the Eternia All-Stars both suffered Week 17 upset losses. Tim was the Austrian Oaks owner was looking to solidify the single greatest point differential record season in the history of TOL. And was not able to get there with the upset loss. Still, obviously, a very dangerous team heading into the playoffs. But with Conan not getting into excellent shape from the nose tackle position, even though they don't have the best record, I think I'm still in Nurses again. I think the Super Bowl favorite now becomes John Pryor. It'll be interesting to see how things play out, how the matchups play out. Dylan Nurses, oh my God. Just going absolutely fucking apeshit today, man. Whoo-wee. 56 points. What a fucking game. And obviously Tim is right there in the conversation. Anybody wants to say Tim's still the favorite. You're not going to get an argument from me. I think I put the Dogs slightly ahead. And the other interesting thing is, Zach Pittman and the Pittman brothers and this team with the ZFG, it's really interesting because I look at the team and every time I watch them, they look really good. And then you look at the individual stats and they don't have any players that are necessarily putting up like huge numbers. Like Silver Fox is having a really good year. But in general, they don't have like traditional, Brendan Hartlax with a big sack. Well, not a big sack, let's be real, but a sack. And he's amongst the league leaders, so that'll up those numbers there. Lou with a nice catch. But that team just keeps winning, and they look good whenever I watch them. So certainly, also up there with the favorites to win the Super Bowl. So that's the game. So congratulations to the Mongolian Mongeese. Dylan Nurses, 11 carries for 223, which doesn't even tell the full story because of the incredible special teams. Paul Walker, in a losing effort, throws for 431. So, you got to give him credit for the big game that he pulled off. But really, I was talking about a lot of other stuff near the end. But the big story here, Mongeese are in. There's only 12 teams that make the playoffs, only 12 teams in the tournament. You got to try to find one of those spots. Up and down season for the Mongeese. But when push came to shove, they put it together. They rode their best player, and they're in. So congratulations, and good luck to everybody with the remaining Week 17 games.